going to hand you over to Maddie again to introduce Olivia. So Olivia is our final national finalist to take the stage today, and she will be discussing the power of volunteering, which I think is close to many hearts within this room. We are all volunteers and we have all come together to celebrate our young people. But equally, we all take our volunteering lives, and it's important that we share those with others. And we're really going back to that message of how you, as an individual, can speak up to save lives. So Maddie.
Thank you, Chloe. I feel like she's done most of my introduction already, but we've got our final speaker of the day, and this is Olivia from West Region. She's doing a really relevant speech on the power of volunteering. Most of us here are volunteers or have done volunteering at some point in our lives. Hands up if you're a volunteer currently or have done volunteering. Basically the entire room. And Olivia's here to talk about the impacts it can have. We as an organisation have given over 1 million hours to the vaccination programme, and I think that is an incredible achievement. And I know that many of the people here have been involved in it, and I'm really glad that Olivia is highlighting this, and it's something that she's really passionate about. So Olivia, I'll hand over to you.
Have you heard the saying that not all heroes wear capes? Well, what does it mean? It could mean that our uniform would look a lot better with a bright green cape. But more traditionally, it's used to shine a light on the often underappreciated helpers of society. Whether that be grocery deliverers, fund runners, or vaccinators, every act counts. Every act makes a difference, and that's what volunteering is all about. I remember volunteering at my local care home, holding the hand of someone with dementia, helping alleviate their feelings of loneliness during the Christmas period. I remember the smile on their face as I wheeled them around the summer fair, and their curiosity as I shared with them the story of Diwali through dance. I remember feeling that unparalleled sense of reward. Volunteering has the power to change yourself. In one survey, 77% of volunteers agreed that volunteering helped improve their mental health and well-being. And that's because of that sense of reward. That sense of reward that comes from making someone feel emotionally or physically better. And that sense of belonging when you're working with your team members for one common goal, in our green uniforms. In all honesty, I chose to volunteer with St. John because I want to study medicine in the future, which may not be the shiny, perfectly rehearsed answer you were all expecting. But nonetheless, my experience so far has taught me a lot. Yes, I've learnt how to do a primary survey, and yes, I've learnt how to put a sling on somebody else, just about. But more than that, it's developed my confidence in working with new people, my confidence in reassuring patients, and my confidence to talk in front of you today. I believe that volunteering is about lifelong learning. You learn how to embrace challenges, support your colleagues, and really empathize with who you're helping. And every experience is a learning curve. During my duty at Cheltenham Racecourse, I helped to treat an elderly gentleman who had collapsed, and I learned how to actively listen. By nodding and asking questions, I was able to build a rapport with them and develop their trust in our team. That day, after treatment, we managed to put a smile on their face, a smile on their children's faces, and in truth, all of ours too. Volunteering has the power to change the wider community. Our drive is what inspires others to volunteer, and their drive is what inspires more people, and so on and so on and so on, creating this positive feedback loop, or more simply, the butterfly effect. Even just chatting to a patient could help them smile, releasing endorphins that reduce pain and stress. or helping out at one of the over 2,000 food banks in the UK, distributing vital supplies to those who need it most, like children who rely on free school meals to be happy and healthy, or spending time at a homeless shelter, reassuring the 247,000 homeless people on the outskirts of society that they are appreciated, they are valued, and they are important. Now, I want to bring your attention to the clock. I want you to appreciate the 60 seconds in a minute and the 60 minutes in an hour. St. John's Ambulance volunteers have given over 1 million hours of their time dedicated to helping people during the pandemic. That's 1 million hours of delivering the highest quality of clinical care and compassion. 1 million hours freeing up doctors' time so they can work where they are most needed. 1 million hours so that nurses are able to take a breath. That's equivalent to 114 years, over a century's worth of time, supporting us get back to our new normal because of hard-working, selfless, loyal volunteers. In conclusion, volunteering is life-changing, not just for yourself and your character, but all those people you are directly and indirectly helping. And volunteers are so much more than people helping out in their spare time. Don't you think they are our heroes on the front line? Thank you.
So thank you, Olivia, for being our final person to come up to the stage, the podium, and share your hot take and your hot topic